Hi, I'm Tyler with Armor Active, and I'm here today to show you the SwitchBack enclosure. The SwitchBack enclosure is a modular enclosure that allows you to do several things, from just using the iPad as a standard single-use device or adding in card readers if you need to. To start off with this thing, we're going to assemble it. We want to put some pieces in very first and kind of decide what we want to do. All right. This first setup I'm going to show you is with the iPad running off of battery. What I'm going to do very first is I'm going to take this modular piece that goes in the bottom. It allows you to plug in the cable. I'm going to insert it very first. I also have a very small piece that you can insert in order to restrict the access to the volume. Next, I want to take my iPad, insert it into the enclosure. Make sure your home button lines up with this edge on the bottom, and then you can take the piece on the top, slide it on, flip it over, make sure all your lines are nice and flush, and then you can take this piece right here, line it up on the back side like so, and then just slide that in, and that locks this whole thing together so you can't pull it apart. If you so choose, if you want to set this on an easel or somewhere on a table, you can take a Kensington Click Safe lock and place it right on here, lock it up. You can then tether this to any chair or table leg to some sort of lock or whatnot, and still have the mobility of the device that the iPad is so well known for. Next, I'm going to show you how to set it up to be a point of sale with card swipes. So if you have a retail location, pull it back apart, same way I put it together, just in reverse order. Pull that piece apart. We're actually going to set it up so the cable is concealed inside of the enclosure. To do that, you're going to want to make sure this back piece, this little square, is popped out. You want to pop it out from the inside out. All right. Next, we want to take this little piece and want to insert it into the base of the enclosure. Slide that in. It should click and be nice and flush. Next, we're going to take our iPad, plug in the charge cable. I'm going to take and run the USB end of it through that square, and then I'm going to slide my iPad in nice and easily, making sure that that cable stays right under the iPad. Finally, I'm going to take my top piece and put it on. Again, flip it over, make sure you're nice and flush. Grab your lock plate, and then pop it on. The SwitchBack has options to take 3 different card readers. We can take Square Up, the PayPal chip, or the ID Tech Unimag 2. Take the Square Up and put it in. So to do that, all you have to do is place the card reader in the base plate. There's a little retainer piece that goes over the top. Just pop that in. You just line it right up. It will plug right into the audio jack, and then it's locked in. So neither of these pieces are going to come out until you open the case back up. And one thing to note with these card readers, because it is the audio jack, make sure your volume is all the way up. At this point, we can mount it. Either we can take and use the easel, which is this piece. It's an optional add-on. To add this on, you take your cable and you run it through this little hole right here. And then on the sides of it, there's 2 little clasps. If you pinch those, slide into place, let that clasp out, and you can set it up. You're ready to go with the point of sale. Finally, if you do want to lock it down to something more secure that can be hard mounted to a countertop, you can use any VESA mount. I'm showing you on our gravity flip. What you do is run the cable through the middle here, and then on the back side, you notice that the SwitchBack has threaded inlets. Line that up, put your screws inside, you can run your app, flip it over, have your customer sign it, flip it back, and you're good to go. And that's the SwitchBack by Armor Active. Check us out at iPadenclosures.com.